welcome to the Must Love Yarncast.
Here we
We
are.
are on schedule.
We'll see how long we can keep that up.
Well, I feel like the wheels are going to come off the bus here real soon.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
just give it time. Give it time. Something will happen. No, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah,
My
for a little
schedule's
while.
pretty clear for
Yeah, maybe till we get it really into summer.
Sundays, this time of year are pretty open for me.
Quiet,
so
yeah.
Quieter.
Quiet-ish.
More quiet. Something.
Yeah.
So we are here. This is a yarn cast about yarn and knitting and occasionally crocheting, sometimes other fiber related things that we bring to you from our yarn store in Shelburne, Vermont, where you can buy a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about online or in store. And I think, we hope to just provide you with some inspiration from the various projects that we're working on. You can find the store out on social media as Must Love Yarn, pretty much anywhere you consume your social media things.
Or the internet.
But definitely I think Instagram and Facebook are probably the most active. We do have a Ravelry group as well, but come check out the fun there. And I'm Angela.
I'm Jen. And
you can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
So Ange has always got this nicely streamlined sort of thing.
It's just easier.
Yes, but it's too hard to change now. So my Ravelry thing is J Arbuckle. My Instagram and Facebook, I guess both, actually. Anyway, Instagram is Jennifer_Arbuckle. Nice. And then also I own Bobolink Yarns, and so I'm also present there.
And we link to all of these in our show notes, which you can find on our website. And a link is also provided in the YouTube description. So you can check out all the stuff there. If you want more information, I try to link to all the stuff that we talk about, so it's easy for folks to find.
Yeah.
So
today will be hard. There's lots to talk about.
Oh my God, there's a ton of stuff to talk about.
It's spring here in the store.
Spring. Spring is sprung, even though Mother Nature says otherwise.
Yeah.
So we like to start our yarn cast with our yarn cast pick. And what this is we're going to show you a yarn. We're going to give you a coupon code, and for the next 2 weeks, so from March 27th to April 10th, you can get 10% off in store or online with the code that we are going to give you. Do you want me to take some of those?
Sure.
And so we have had a restock of a yarn we've carried before, but we haven't had it in a while.
A couple years maybe.
Yeah, it's been a few years. This is a very lovely cotton yarn.
From Rowan.
Mm-hmm. So it's 100% cotton. You probably would not guess it by touching it because it's just so amazing. So this is their Summer Light 4-ply. Yep. This retails for $10.99 a skein.
They're 50 grams, and they have somewhere on here in this very tiny
191 yards.
So it is true fingering weight.
Meters.
Yeah. Yep. So we have some really nice, beautiful colors.
Yep. 50 gram skeins. A lovely palette.
Some nice neutrals and some lovely
little pops
colors for
I
your.
think I've used this green color before. It's nice.
Yeah, I like this blue.
It's pretty.
I just like these together. Like they look like
it's like
spring or Easter.
Eggs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Exactly.
And I have got the neutrals. That's it.
No, you have that nice blue.
Oh yeah, navy kind of and a black and like this really nice little like robin's egg blue. And this is really kind of like
beautiful.
It's like a bone color.
It's
almost.
Kind of iridescent depending on what light it's
like
in.
a pearlescent.
Could be lavender, could be white.
Depends
it's
on
very much like the Pantone color of the year.
Depends. No, this is better than the Pantone color.
Cloud
of the year.
Dancer or whatever it was called.
No, this is way better.
No, I just meant it has that sort of neutral thing that can sort of go gray or lavender or iridescent.
Just depends on what it's next to.
Pearl,
right, kind of pearlescence.
Yeah.
So it's shade 418 if you're looking for it on our website.
Yeah, they may not have colors, but these are pretty. I mean, color names. They're probably numbers. Yeah. Anyway, really nice. Makes beautiful, beautiful summer garments.
Yes.
And accessory projects as well. So
we're gonna call
keep them all
this
together because they're
YP Summer 26.
summer light.
Well, light spelled weird, so we're just going to go with summer.
Okay.
YP Summer 26 for the coupon code for this go around. And again, 10% off from March 27th to April 10th. So we hope you'll check that out. We have pretty good quantities in all of those colors.
Yeah.
So it just literally landed like this past week, I think.
Yeah.
So we came in and are glomming up all the stuff like, ooh, we're going to show it.
Yeah.
All right. What you wearing today?
Well, I have my Cal Ela vest on, made with my very own Bobling DK weight Coopworth. I wear it quite a bit, actually, because it's like that perfect layer.
Yeah.
I knit it at a fairly loose gauge.
Yeah.
So it just is like perfect for keeping me warm, but not. So that is a pattern by Thea Coleman, which we've talked about many times before, and it will be linked. And I also am wearing, my neck was a little chill today because it's that time of year. This is Firefly Nights, which is a shawl I designed a few years ago for one of our excuse me, Seasons of Vermont boxes. So mine is knit in Fiber Stash and Legacy Fiber Arts yarns. Not the color that we had in the boxes, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, and I am also wearing double layers because it was a little chilly. I did bump the heat when I first got in here because it was a little cold. But this is my hydrangea shawl, which was a knit along that we did right before the store opened. So this thing is like 10 plus years old.
2014-ish probably.
Yeah, like the summer leading up to.
It was one of our knit group.
This is like neighborhood fiber company, I think, yarn.
So I never made it. I started it and then I got annoyed by it and I stopped.
It's
you and Kelly made it.
Yeah, let me go, and I wear it a lot.
It's like the Fiber Company, I think that
the
is.
Fiber Company. Yeah, let me just find it.
It's because I think you picked that really nice, like neutral color. It goes with everything.
It does, and it's a really nice yarn.
Yeah. I probably still have my yarn at home.
Probably. All right, I'm just looking for the project so I can tell you.
It's in the Wayback Machine.
The Fiber Company Meadow. So Meadow was like a merino llama silk linen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
yarn. So it's really lightweight, but it's super warm. That might actually be backwards.
I think it is the back.
That's the back of it. I don't know. It's one of those ones where it's. Oh no, that's the back. It's kind of hard to tell which way is the front. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, because it's garter stitch.
Yeah, it's garter.
Yeah.
So, but super nice. I was just smelling it. I think it needs to get washed.
I did some washing of some of my wool garments, but there's a lot more to wash.
Yeah.
And I was, I won't go into it. I washed a couple superwash sweaters, and as usual, they're just ginormous now.
Of course.
I need to wash them again and put them in the dryer.
Right. So the other one that I'm wearing is Sweet Tart. So this is just a cute little short pullover striped sweater that I made a few years ago. Now
5-ish.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
The timeline just starts to like go. Let's see. When did I create this? 2022. So 4-ish years ago. Yeah. This is I used Barocco Ultra Wool DK for the dark charcoal, and the stripes are a Feederbrook Farm Entropy DK. It's actually one of their mill end skeins.
I had forgotten that's what I was trying to remember what you used.
Yeah,
the stripes so beautifully, like really cleanly.
Yeah, they're super clean. But these like color changing yarn skeins are pretty awesome because they kind of do the hard work for you, and you don't have a million ends to weave in at the end. Yeah. So this is Sweet Tart by Josie Paquin. It's a fun sweater. It actually, you could make little like eye cords to hang off of here, but those annoy me and I end up tucking them in anyway, so I just left them off.
Or you'd have to tie a little bow, which is a little precious sometimes.
Not into that.
It's not your style.
Not my style. So here we are. So it's a good, like, again, over the top, like not quite cold enough for a full sweater, but at least, keeps you warmer than just a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
So,
it's that time of year where literally...
it's wrong coat season, basically.
It's 18 layer season, I call it.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Finished objects? I love that you're laughing.
No, it's like new objects, not finished objects. Object is the wrong word because they're not complete.
So I have 2 sets.
You have like a whole pile of nonsense
all
that
right.
you've done
So
since the last
I
time.
got super distracted, as anybody who's watched this podcast for a really long time knows that.
I don't actually know the answer, but I'm just going to guess hats.
Yes.
I know a little bit about you.
I guess, so
That's your in-between stuff. You
That's
finished
my
a sweater.
in-between stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And I needed something that was really mindless. And then I kind of got sucked in and I made like 8 of them. So
If you're sitting there watching planes, you might as well have something to knit. Good Lord, Angie.
no, I know. So these are all going in to the
donation.
bin for my kids' holiday bazaar at the elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Lion Brand yarn. It's their ombre, one of their ombre lines that's a bulky weight. So I can get 2 hats out of 1 skein.
Mm-hmm. Like a big one and a small one.
Yeah, well, they're roughly they're pretty close to the same size.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little shorter because I just get annoyed and get tired of knitting the 6 inches. And I'm like, that one can be smaller.
Well, people come with different sizes.
Different size heads. So, so like that's all 1 skein. So I have 8. I have 8 of them, 4 skeins of yarn. And, if you catch these on sale, whether these skeins, I think I bought some of these from Michael's when they were having a big sale. Some of them might have been left over from Joann's.
Yeah.
You can also buy directly from Lion Brand if they're having a sale. But I just figured I'd start knocking out some of the stuff that I wanted to do for the holiday bazaar. If I just get ahead of it, then I'm not.
And you were in between.
And I was in
cleansers.
between. So I knit 8 hats in the last 2 weeks and started on number 9 because I have, I picked up
one more skein?
No, I have a bunch of skeins, but I just, just pick at it ever so often.
Yeah.
I really needed something that I just didn't have to think about. And then once I started making them, I was like, I can't stop making these.
Well, plus you're like, okay, I knit 1 and now there's this chunk of yarn. Like if I just knit 1 more, then it will be done. And then what happened is like in between skeins you didn't stop.
Well, what happened was, but then I picked out this system where I would use the 16-inch cable and then switch over to the 40-inch cable and then knit to the top of the hat and then just leave that and then start the second hat. So I had 2 hats kind of in between, and then I would finish the hat number 1 when I needed the 40-inch cable. So I had a little production system going that was working, and I could knit a hat a night. That's it. They're so fast.
Yeah, especially in heavyweight yarn. Like that.
So I need to just dial it back a little bit and take a break, but I have a good start on that project, which is
How many
nice.
did you tell them you would make?
I don't tell them anything. I just show up with stuff. So I don't make a commitment because then I don't. But I think I have maybe 5 more skeins of that yarn left. So I don't know.
You're clearing space also.
I am clearing space. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So, so that happened. And then I have a couple baby sweater things that I've been working on.
Yeah.
So this one has
Cute.
It is cute.
It looks like it's almost done.
Well,
Is it done?
it is. It just needs buttons. But I'm not sure this is gonna. So I thought I was making a 6-month size. This is
That's probably about right.
So the pattern, when I went back and looked at it again, has a newborn size and then a 6 to 12 month size. There's no in between size.
Yeah, that's all right though.
So
Babies
I don't
grow.
know if this is big enough. The baby this is for has already been born, and they're maybe 3 months old.
If that's the 6 to 12, you're good.
No, this isn't the 6 to 12. This is the newborn size.
Oh,
I think
that's
it's
a big newborn.
You think it is?
Yes.
I have skewed perception of what newborns look like because I had 2 very giant babies. So I don't actually know.
And I have none, so you should not be trusting me on this one. But
So I might set this aside.
it's very cute.
It is cute.
What pattern is it?
So I knew you were going to ask me that.
Well, I think inquiring minds would
Yeah,
like to know.
they want to know as well. So this is the Growing Garden cardigan
It's
by
cute.
Sandy Rosner.
Yeah, she has a lot of great patterns. For
Yeah, this is it's super fun. It's like a kind of like a slip stitch, so you're only knitting one color at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I did use like a Schopel edition 3, so the yarn is doing all the work, and it's only I had to rip the skein apart to like make the sleeves mostly match.
Yeah,
they're pretty close.
Yeah, they're close.
They're real
close.
They're real close. They're not exact, but they're real close.
Yeah.
Only I and maybe people that have a really strong eye for color would even notice.
What's the base yarn?
The base yarn is Vintage DK.
Well, if you do decide, it could be a little shop sample. If you do decide to not gift it right away,
that's
and then it
what
could
I was
until
thinking.
you have another.
I had a plan B, and just I needed a little bit more of the Schopel yarn for plan B sweater.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might do that, and I may just bring this back for shop sample because it shows that Schopel yarn like beautifully.
Yeah,
frankly.
Right,
So
right,
gorgeous.
and also they're both yarns we sell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly. So this was the other thing I was working on.
but also, I mean, I don't know. You could.
There's another person that has requested a sweater.
Well, maybe just. Yeah.
I might just leave it for a shop sample. Like.
Well, I was going to say you could ask how big the baby is, like physically.
I might just be like, "Will this fit?" Because I don't know. It looks small. Babies grow really fast.
Yeah.
So, which is
yeah,
why,
but they sometimes grow. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Which is why I usually make like a 6 to 12 month size because
I don't
they
ever
can
make a newborn
always
size
wear
unless they're
them
maybe premature. But,
smaller.
yeah.
If they can wear it if it's too big, but if it's too small, I can't
Yeah.
really. But anyway, so
Yes.
it's super cute.
It is very cute.
So cute. So Growing Garden cardigan. But make sure you check the sizing because I'm an idiot and did not. And this is seriously like it's reading
The only
comprehension.
good news is that baby sweaters are fast
They are pretty fast.
and very gratifying because you're like, I knit a whole sweater.
You're like in like less than a week.
Yeah.
Because I also knit 8 hats, so like I did both those the last 2 weeks.
I did not do a lot of knitting in the last 2 weeks.
I did not work on my heartside cardigan at all. Like, and not because I'm mad at it or because
You just needed a break.
just needed a break.
Yeah.
Just need a break.
Yeah, and when I need a break, I usually read, which is good. It just doesn't produce much in the way of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So those
Quiets
are
my brain, which is
yeah.
sometimes what's necessary.
So those are my FOs.
All right.
this
Well,
week.
that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of good choices there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you use a pattern for the hat, or did you just make it up?
It's the snow day hat. I've knit them before. It's for bulky weight yarn. It's a pretty good pattern.
I just didn't remember if you had mentioned that.
Yeah, I did not, but thank you for.
It looks like something one could do a little bit
Reverse
of math
engineer. Yeah, it's pretty. Anyway, I think Snow Day is a free pattern, so people just need some parameters or guidelines.
Yeah.
Like I would recommend it.
That's often what I do. What's the starting point, and then I'll just go from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you got for whipses over there?
I have 2. I can't remember where I was on this the last time, but now that I'm going to shape them well, I need to pull it back out and kind of work on it some more. So I think I'm not sure that I've actually made much progress on it, but I'm in the middle of a row, so I must have done something. So I think last time maybe the front was done. I can't quite remember now.
It was because there was a lot of talk about the pearl bump duplicate stitch. Yeah.
And so really, honestly, I've just put like another inch on the back. But this is the exciting news this week. I do need to get this finished so that I will have it. And also, I may have to turn my attention to some other samples, although I have a pretty good selection of samples. So, but I have some new yarn that I just got back on Friday, and so, yeah. So anyway, a little bit of progress, not a lot. And this is the cinnamon and bourbon pullover by Thea Coleman, or Baby Cocktails. And that is knit in the Bobolink Coopworth Sport. Yeah.
So So what I'm hearing is that I need to get my behind in gear on that Zinette Knits sweater.
Oh,
because you can take that one too. That's kind of a cool.
May 8th, though. I don't know that you'll. Yeah, but for
I'm
the
sorry,
fall.
Did you just throw down a challenge to see if I could get a sweater done by May 8th for you?
If you could,
Is that
you don't have to.
Is that what just happened here? I feel like maybe the answer is yes. That's what just happened.
No, I was saying that you can perceive it as a challenge if you would like, but okay. I was like, that seems like a lot of work between now and then, and you have other things to do.
I do, but
if you would like to, I would not be like, no, I don't.
You're like, I don't want that. What are you talking about? I'm gonna
I don't want you to feel obligated, so.
I need to take an assessment.
You can decide. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely will have it for you for September.
Yes,
so
that would be good.
Okay.
That's what I had in my head.
Maybe we should go with that then. Because, there's some other commitments on things.
Yes, exactly.
In this land over here.
And I don't want to,
Yeah. All right.
With that.
Okay,
so I only have one other web.
Okay. I have one whip that I brought that I'm still working on. I did put a little bit is my socks. They've kind of, they've been set aside.
It took the back hat to 14,000 hats. Back seat to 14,000 hats.
Well, this is kind of like my on the go. Oh,
you haven't been on the go?
I haven't been on the go.
It's not an airplane sock?
No, I knit. Well, it should be. It's usually in my bag, but
anyway. You were hat knitting at the airplane.
I wasn't.
You were enjoying the moment with your son.
No, he was out of the car taking pictures.
Oh.
I was just screwing around on like Instagram.
Oh yeah, of course.
And Facebook, and then maybe looking for some patterns on Ravelry. That's what I was doing.
Stay tuned for the outtakes. All is explained.
Internet time is what that was.
Yes.
Doom scrolling or something.
Yeah.
I did work on the sock yesterday at the Derby.
There you go.
Pinewood Derby. Once again, claiming my spot of the weird lady that's standing with the weird thing on her arm, knitting, watching Pinewood Derby. My older kid, all of the sports parents know who I am, and most of them just ask me what I'm making at this point.
Exactly.
It's not.
It's like my conference knitting.
A weird anomaly. In some venues with my younger child, they have not yet seen it, and so can be a little bit of a spectacle at times, but only to them. To me, it's totally normal.
They'll get used to it.
My family, it's totally normal.
Yeah.
And
most of them are like jealous that they don't have something to do.
Most of them, yes.
Yeah. Because they're standing around
watching Pinewood Derby cars go down a track.
Right. Which is exciting for a minute and a half when it's your child.
Or even less. 10 seconds.
Well, obviously, I've been to a lot of Pinewood Derby, so my timing is off.
So I might pick up the Hearthside cardigan.
Yeah.
It was really close, if you guys remember, to being able to join the underarm and knit the body when we were here.
But that's because you're good and you're actually doing something for our knit-alongs, which I am not.
Yeah.
Although it's in there.
Yeah.
As a concept, but.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So how's your other whip coming? I've been watching this on Instagram and it's beautiful.
Yeah, so this is kind of a version of the Lotus Cape, which is a pattern by Lena Zarachenko. Sorry, I forgot. And my version is going to have like a cowl neck kind of version, but then I've changed the spacing of things because it was not designed for one main color and 20 little minis, but that's what I'm doing with it. And so since we last spoke, I think I cast it on, maybe not even. So now the cowl neck is done, and so this is the main color at the top. And this is all of the minis, like 3 or 4 rows of each to make the cowl neck. And then we're sorry, it's still, I just moved it to a bigger needle, but it's a very curly, bigger needle, so it's hard to see. There's been 2 increase rows. I'm going to hold it upside down because that's easier. And so basically I did all the colors, and now I'm going back in the reverse order. So this one is wide because it's the same as the last color. You may remember that I had my my
string of minis.
Yes, and
try it on tube of minis.
Yes, exactly. And it has been working because it's easy to keep track of which one is which and what order they go in. However, my idea that I could just knit right off of the tubing, if I had like a thing where it was hanging and I could just pull like ribbon, off the thing, and the thing would spin around. It does work, but it's annoying because it's like draped over my lap, and then it gets caught up, and then I have to keep untangling it. So I have been doing what you suggested, which is I just take the one mini I'm working with out, and then I put it back on the other side.
Yep.
So it just goes in sequence. So anyway, I still highly recommend, because you don't have to keep labels. Like I don't even, it doesn't matter to me what color it is, because I know the sequence and it's right there. I don't have to
and you
think
just
about
pick
it.
the next one and
the
other one.
And I just make sure I tuck in all the ends so they just float around so anyway, the hard thing for me is that, and then I reworked the design a little bit so that when I get to the main color chunks, where those stripes are, there's like eyelet rows and
are you going to use the main color in the eyelet rows?
But they won't be that big.
Wide.
Yeah, they'll be skinnier. And then the bottom will be mostly the eyelet, won't be mostly the main color. The lace at the bottom will be the main color.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I've increased, tea-colored yarn. I've done 2 increase rows, so it's starting to spread out a little bit on the shoulders, but it's, it's interesting because I am conceptually done with a few of the minis, so there's quite a lot left. I had thought it was going to use up more somehow, but as it gets wider, it's going to use up more, and I want the rows to be the stripes to be roughly the same size. Yeah. Now I'm on to 5 rows each. So anyway, I have done all that math and worked it out, and the colors are so spring. They make me so happy.
Yeah, they're so fun.
That I just want to knit it because it's enjoyable, but I have to turn my attention elsewhere probably, so this might pause for a minute. It's also not super convenient to drag around with you.
Right, because it probably lives in that basket or...
Yes, pretty much. Yep, because that's where the big, my string of minis fits. So anyway, it's been fun. The yarn is beautiful. It's a yarn therapy kit. And it's a merino, 90% superwash merino, 10% linen. So it has a really nice hand to it. I mean, it's fingering weight, and it's knit on a size 7, but it has a nice, I like things to be a little bit loose, but it will be nice and drapey. And once it's washed the first time, I think the linen will
just bloom like it does.
And actually, because it's linen, it can go in the dryer, and it's superwash merino, so it won't be like falling apart. It'll be, because linen is really nice in the dryer. Actually, it softens it up.
Right.
So
the more you wash it, the nicer it gets.
So I'm excited about that. And now that I figured it took a while for me to do the math, it was helpful to knit the cowl in all the colors, so I could see how they play together, but also to figure out what the gauge was a little bit, just so I could calculate how many colors and where they break and where to put the main color stripes. So I'm excited. It'll be a big poncho.
No, it's kind of like the
pinions.
The pinions that I did.
The one that you did.
Where it's a rainbow of color and it's gorgeous.
Exactly. That's what I keep thinking of.
For sure. One of the other Jen commented that I have other things that I'm working on. So one of the things that I am going to start, and I had actually hoped to start it before today, but I've been waiting for us to get these Chow Goo Twist interchangeables in because I wanted to try them. So I have become a diehard Chow Goo fixed circular needle knitter. I love them. Every other needle now annoys me. And I think partially it's because of the cord. So the cord is what does it for me. But if you're trying to travel or have portable projects, it's really annoying to have to take like 7 packets of different size needles versus just
the fixed ones, you mean. Yeah.
Right, with the fixed versus some tips and a cord. But I have always had problems with the cords coming unscrewed. Folks have tried to convince me that these won't unscrew, so I'm going to try it for this project.
Yeah, it's funny how some people with interchangeables, it just is the way people knit and the way they twist, and it's unconscious. It's not something you can really change. But some people definitely have a problem with them coming untwisted all the time.
Always do.
So I do have that problem sometimes, but usually it's because I'm too lazy to use a little tool to do the initial tightening.
Doesn't matter for me.
And so if I do the initial there are a few where there's a random
like
needle head with it. Well, it's not broken. It's just a little looser for whatever reason, and they just don't. Or I've used them 1,000 times, and they're starting to not tighten as much. But in general, I don't really have that problem. But you're not the only one. We have people all the time.
And I think for me, it's if I'm in a project where I'm knitting back and forth.
Yeah.
So if I'm knitting something in the round, I don't tend to have those problems. So whatever I'm doing when I'm like rotating my project is causing things to come unscrewed.
Even with the swivel ones? Because the swivel ones are meant to prevent that.
The swivel ones are even worse.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah.
They came apart like nobody's business for me.
Because they've been better for me, actually.
Yeah.
So, I use whatever's closest to me because I'm lucky that I don't have this as a problem.
So I bought what I need for this project, and I'm going to give it a go. And this is all I'm going to buy until I have sussed this out to see if
it would be great
work.
Because interchangeables are great for many reasons, but
I would buy the kit. I would buy a kit because I would just I've seen the little kits. They're like this big, like it's pocket sized almost.
Those are for like this. There's only 6 needle tips. I know they're sweet.
Even like the bigger expanded ones, they're in a little teeny tiny case. Like it's travel size.
Yeah.
So what am I making? This Strata cardigan from Premier Yarns. It's a pieced cardigan actually for Abigail. So we did order Premier Yarns from Premier Yarns
because we do not sell them here.
Because we do not sell them here, and actually the price point ordering directly from Premier Yarns was like the best of anywhere. So she picked out, this is the colors that she picked out for the middle part of the cardigan, and then we're just, against my better judgment, going with white for cardigan for a 9-year-old. It's acrylic.
So the stripes happen automatically.
So the stripes happen automatically. It's the yarn.
Oh, so they're kind of muted. Yeah, it'll be pretty.
So so this is a muted version. That's what she wanted. We looked at a ton of pictures. They have
it'd be pretty.
They have the swatches, and this is what that's what she went with. So this is an adult-sized cardigan, but I'm making like the extra small.
Yeah.
So it will be oversized on her, but it won't be oversized for long.
And oversized is good.
Oversized is good.
Yeah.
So
that'll be cute.
It will be cute, and this is what's up next. So we'll see in 2 weeks where I am. I had hoped to cast this on. I was actually going to cast it on last night. Knit as far as I could, and then transfer it over when I came in to buy the needles.
Oh, the needles were here.
Yeah, the needles were here.
Yeah.
But I guess I only have one size 7 that was the right length. And it's currently being used for the Hearthside cardigan. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not casting this on. So I cast on another hat.
It is funny, when I was working on this to start with, I was like, okay, where are my size 7 needles? And I was like, I guess I only have a few fixed ones. Like I had a 16-inch one to do the collar, the cowl with, and then I was like, where's the... And so then I found, like, this is like, I think this needle, which is why the needle thing is so kinked right now, is because from like when I started to knit again 20, 30 years ago, you get like a kit, and it's got like a 6 and a 7 and like a skein of yarn and a book. And I'm pretty sure that's what this came from. But you know, they're still there.
I mean, I have 7. I have tips that are 7s for Knitter's Pride.
Why do I not have tips?
But I didn't want to get those out.
Right.
I was just like,
well, plus I think if you're going to try these and see how they work, just start from the beginning.
Just start from the beginning. So we'll see. I will give a full report for any of you out there who have the same untwisting problem as I do. I would love to be able to not have that. It's so annoying. Because you have to it's like one more thing you have to pay attention to in your knitting to catch it.
Sure.
Well, I know because the yarn starts to catch.
Yeah.
But then you have to like slide your anyway. It
is funny. I have for some reason I've ended up with like 3 sets of size 5 tips because at one point I think I was making that temperature blanket and then like 2 other things and I needed more. And so one set of them untwists, but I never know
which one
it is. So it's annoying.
So annoying.
Yeah, every now and then I'll be like, oh yeah,
I'm
it's
just
this
gonna
set.
get rid of these guys. So I am casting on that little sweater. Luckily it's a smaller size. And it's like basically worsted weight yarn. It's on 7s and 8s, so it should go relatively quick. But it is pieced, so I'm gonna have to seam stuff.
Seaming acrylic.
Seaming acrylic. Can't wait. What could possibly go wrong with that stuff?
So we should probably talk about, we have a lot of new stuff in the store.
We do.
Probably do that next and then do Eventi.
Also Jen and I were both going to cast on tank tops and t-shirts for our class that we're supposed to be teaching in April.
In here somewhere.
And I'm pretty sure we have done neither of that, nor do I
did make a decision though.
Nor do I want to actually make the one that I picked.
I like the one that I picked. So I'm
in limbo land. I'm gonna go rogue and use my Premier Yarns sweater, which is also pieced because part of that class is for seaming. So I remember last time I was looking at yarns and I don't think I have the pattern. Oh no, it's over here. Insouciant.
Yes, insouciant. So I decided to make insouciant. And I went through and I picked out yarn and I was going to use
the knitting for olive.
Yeah, and then I went back and I looked at the yardage and the requirements and then I was like, I'm going to use the yarn that I bought in Atlanta because it's the right weight. This is a whole multiple things together kind of pattern.
2 strands of lace weight together.
Yeah, and it was a bit of math to calculate it all out. I don't know. I had all my grams per inch and I don't even know what I was trying to do. But anyway, at the end of the day, I was like, forget it. I'm just going to make it because I love this color and I want, this is the color top I would like. The other colors I picked were fine, but why would I hold 2 things together? And anyway, so.
For sure.
So that's an executive decision. Have I cast this on yet? No, because I've been reading a lot. My brain has needed a lot of quieting the last week or 2. So, anyway.
Which is why I knit like 8 hats.
And I also feel like
that's my quieting my brain.
I should cast it on so that it's ready to go for that class if it goes. But I also am now like, I need to make new things with my new yarn for my show. But we'll do some small stuff and it'll be fine.
If you need any help with small stuff, let me know.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, apparently I can knit 8 hats in 2 weeks. So happy to.
Yeah.
Do some knits or hat or a cowl or whatever. Just let me know. Yeah, I have some stuff. Anyway, I just brought it home Friday, so I haven't really even. When you get there and when you get it sorted, just let me know.
Yeah,
happy to help.
All right, so we should just go.
Yeah, we should just go into. We have a bunch of new yarns in the store.
Let's do these little weird things first.
Yes.
Not weird.
Not weird. But
thoughtful, intelligent things.
New stuff.
So
we took the plunge.
We have taken the plunge, and
Woobles.
So we have woobles. I think we have 5 different ones. I thought this was the cutest one. They're all really cute.
There's a dinosaur. There's a bunny. There's a unicorn.
But Bacon the pig. I mean, honestly.
Right. Just.
So
these are crochet kits.
Yeah, if you're interested in learning how to crochet or to make little stuffies for kids, this is a good starting point. Everything is in the kit. It's sort of like those needles I was just talking about. Like everything is in here. It's a good starting point. So we have 5 of those.
Yep. And those retail for $29.99.
Right. I forgot to look.
Yep.
We've been talking about this for a long time, and we get asked a lot whether we have embroidery thread or needlepoint supplies. And so we finally took the plunge, and we have Eco Wool in stock, and so I just grabbed a handful of them.
Yeah, but there's a whole.
We have
there are
60
two
colors.
Bins over there. of
60
stuff.
colors.
Yep.
So this is DMC Eco Vita, which is organic wool, 100%, and they're, I don't know what size these are, but embroidery floss size. So as I said, I just grabbed a handful. They're great for those types of projects, for cross stitch or for needlepoint or
I
for.
was just checking. I don't know that it's up on the website.
I think
Yeah.
it literally came in like
Yeah.
yesterday or the day before, so
Yeah,
it'll be up there by the time this
it should be
posts.
up soon.
Oh, there it is. 17.5 yards on each one of these. So anyway, 60 colors, lots to choose from. I think it's probably the whole color palette, probably.
Yep, and I think it's $1.99. I don't know why it's not on the website yet, but it.
She maybe literally just didn't get to it yesterday.
Yeah. Yep. But it should be soon. Yeah. Only at point of sale right now, but it's here. But here's the thing: when we have stuff that you can't find on the website, you can always call or email the store and say, "I want the Eco Vita. What colors do you have?" Or we have 60 colors, so
60 plus. Yeah.
60 plus.
I counted to see how many.
There's 60. So it probably one of those things where if you're on the DMC website, it's probably pretty good that we have whatever colors they have. So you could call and we could put together an order for you.
I'm guessing by next Friday this will be up.
So hopefully, because if it is, I will link it in show notes where it is on the website.
Oh, I see. Right.
And if it's not, then it should be soon, I would think.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So then.
Yep. So then.
We already talked about the one Rowan yarn,
Right.
so let's do the other one for now.
Second Rowan. This is Mode by Rowan. So this is a cotton DK yarn.
It is, sorry, I'm looking, 100% cotton. It's a everyday luxury. It's really, oops, sorry.
We have
But I was going to show.
11 billion colors. No.
This is just a sample. We have even more colors, I think.
No,
right?
I pulled all the colors.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes at some of these we just pulled a few. So 50 grams, 116 yards. You probably already said that.
No.
It's a nice cotton, super soft.
Very nice cotton, DK weight.
Yeah.
Also really nice because it retails for $6.50 a skein.
Yeah.
So that's 100 grams skein for $13.
Lots of nice neutrals.
Lovely colors.
A few. I think we really, as we think about these cotton yarns, people want them for baby things a lot of the time, so we choose colors that are a little bit more muted sometimes, or also just for your own use for adult garments. I think if there are other colors that this comes in that you've seen elsewhere, just let us know, and I'm sure we can order them for you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and one of the things is once we have a yarn in store where we have the line, like it's very easy for us to special order other colors.
Yeah, exactly. So that's that.
So that's
Sorry.
that.
Reach in front of you.
So that's the Rowan with two new restocks of the Rowan cotton. But we also have brought in three different lines of the Sandnes Garn line.
Yeah, so we have tin line, which is the fingering weight. We probably have 12, 15 different colors. I only brought a couple over just to show. Many of you are familiar with this yarn. We've been talking about bringing it in for a super long time. We just haven't gotten around to it. Where are the amounts? Well hidden.
It's in a little tiny.
Goodness gracious. So this is linen, cotton. It's also not
viscose linen, cotton.
Yeah. 50, well, the percentages keep, oh, there it is at the top. No, there we go. Sorry, 53% cotton, 33% viscose, 14% linen. 50 grams, 220 meters. All right, there we go. Finally got all that out.
Right. So like a fingering weight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful colors.
Retails for $9.99 a skein. So we have the tin line, which is the fingering. We also have the line, which
Big
is
sister.
like a sport DK weight. So it's the same composition, 53% cotton, 33 viscose, 14 linen. And this is 50 grams, 110 meters.
It's a nice feel to it.
Yeah, really nice. And, you know, the linen will certainly make it soften up.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a bunch of different colors. This is also $9.99 a skein. Check it out. This is the pearl gray colorway. It's quite lovely, actually.
Another great yarn for summer tops and things.
For sure. For sure.
And then switching to 100% Norwegian wool, we also brought in Pure Ghent, which is a DK weight. It's 50 grams, also 91 meters.
So a little heavier.
Yeah,
heavier
it's a
DK.
heavier DK, light worsted.
Yeah.
Again, we also have 10 or 15 colors of this.
100% Norwegian wool also retails for $9.99 a skein. So that's super
nice,
super easy, super nice. Lots of colors. This would show color work amazingly.
Yeah,
be beautiful.
Really nice stitch definition.
Super nice stitch definition.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a merino, but I think it would soften up.
Soft.
It's pretty soft. I think it would soften up with washing, like blocking. When you're done.
Yeah.
But very nice, lovely colors.
Again, people have been asking for these yarns for a long time, so come in and find them, or go online and find them, because we have them now here in stock, which is great.
For sure.
The other thing we have that we did not drag over here is we have a trunk show from Kelburn Woolens for Scout. Scout, we brought that in last year, maybe sometime. It's been selling incredibly well.
Yeah, another
people really
DK
love
weight,
it.
lovely yarn.
Yeah, and so if you want to see, we've got I think four sweaters and hats and a cowl. So it's a great trunk show. If you're local, pop in and see. And there should be a newsletter in the next, maybe next weekend. I got to get through the beginning of this week first, but I'll take pictures and send them around. But also, just so people can see them if you're not here. And I think Bella posted about this online anyway. So, but fun stuff. It's nice to see. The sweaters are beautiful. It's nice to see the stitch definition and the color work on a few things. It's nice to see it knit up in different ways.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we have a couple of knit-alongs that are currently going. We have the brioche along, which is running to June 1st, so there's plenty of time to join in. I've already seen some finished objects. Some folks, it's their first brioche project, and I love it. I'm so glad we could provide some inspiration for people to try this style
also,
of knitting.
bravo.
I've seen there's a couple of hats. Like, I'm still working on my cardigan. See if I can get that.
I have a
done by
pattern
June
in my
1st.
basket.
Great intentions.
I've had that pattern in my queue for 10 years now.
Intense intentions of joining.
Yes, exactly. Although it did occur to me that with this new yarn I have in, I might be a good candidate for that. So we'll see.
For sure.
Yeah.
We have the Think Summer along with sparkles. So this runs till July 1st. Basically, the only two rules for this is real light on rules. Something you would wear in the warm weather. So the sky's the limit for that. I mean, that could even be like a sun hat or, who knows.
Tank top, bikini top.
And it could be a lightweight sweater, cardigan that you wear when you go into the AC when it's hot.
Yeah.
So really something to wear in the warm weather, and it has sparkles. I don't care how you put sparkles on it. You could sew sequins on it, or you could use some sparkle yarn, or you could,
we shared some sparkle yarn ideas in the last podcast.
Put some beads on it. I don't know. It just has to have some kind of sparkle. That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. So
have at it.
You could knit a bracelet or Lauren Elkin has those like beaded bracelet things, and beaded necklace things. Like, you
Yeah.
could knit that. That would qualify. You'd wear that in the summer. It has sparkles. Like,
Mhm.
doesn't
Be
have to be a
creative.
garment. Be creative. And then upcoming things, we've got local yarn shop day, April 25th. There's Stitch Every Day in May, which is coming up. We'll make one of those like calendar card things again for people to cross off and participate. Do some sort of prize at the end of that. I think we did. Did we do a gift card last year?
Maybe.
For that one? Maybe. Something like that.
We'll
again.
do something.
And then we're working out our summer bingo along squares.
Yeah. Maybe that would start on Worldwide Knit and Public Day in June.
Well, we said that we were going to start at Memorial Day.
Oh, we did, right.
Memorial Day to Labor Day. Look, I put it in show notes. Put it in
That's
show
right.
notes.
We had a bright idea last time. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't keep having these random ideas.
Right. Exactly.
But maybe on Worldwide Knit and Public Day,
we'll
do
have
a little...
our Stitch Every Day in May sheets available for you to pick up if you come in.
I guess I need to do a little bit of graphic.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about the bingo card, so I have
Okay,
ideas.
cool.
And I know a couple people sent some stuff along, which is great.
Absolutely.
So I have some ideas, and also just graphically what we want to do.
Yeah. So we'll have our Stitch Every Day in May sheets available on local yarn shop day, because that's right at the end of April.
Right.
So that would be good timing if people want to participate. It might get actually more participation too.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Exactly.
People find out about it. So I think.
Are we going to do that? We're going to do that as a knit along
for
or
the
a
Stitch Every Day in May. I mean, it's really because people just do whatever.
Yeah, but they could
want.
post what they're working on.
Yeah, I can open up a thread on the Ravelry group for people to share what they're working on as they stitch every day in May. You don't have to post every day.
No.
Trying to manage some sort of like Instagram like post and tag is really challenging. So I think I'll open up a thread.
We're gonna work on the honor system.
Yeah, I'll open up a Ravelry.
We trust you to stitch every day in May.
Yeah, Ravelry thread, and if you're participating, maybe just post and show us what you're working on, and we'll post some sort of prize from there as well.
I think that'd be easier than trying to do some of the other stuff we did last year.
Yeah, for sure. But then there's also the calendar sheet. So if you fill that out, I think for our online people, I can create a Google form that allows people to upload their sheet. So they could put their name and their email and then upload their finished sheet into the Google form, and we would have what we needed to run it that way. And if you're local, you can just bring the sheets into the store. Or you can use a Google form too,
everybody.
So I think, let me just make a note that I said I was going to do that.
I'll create a graphic. You do
I'll do the Google form with upload capabilities. Okay.
I don't have a place to write notes, but I'll just keep it up here. That'll be great.
Make a little note on your phone.
Yeah, maybe that's that's intelligent.
We probably just need to update the graphic for this year's calendar.
I have to go find it. Yeah.
Oh, I have it. If you can't find it,
I need the base file.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which I'm sure I have because I saved
everything. I
save everything.
have the PDF file.
I save everything in the same place. So, what is this again? May.
Stitch Every Day in May.
Stitch. Not today.
Right. And if you get it to me ahead of that local yarn shop day, I can print some copies at my office.
We can just print them here. Yeah.
Okay.
One less task for you to do.
No, but I have a printer that it's not an inkjet, so if it gets wet, it won't spot. So I'm happy to print some.
Well, the other thing I was thinking about is if we if we are doing some sort of online thing, whether it's a form that you could fill out online. So let me think about that for a minute.
It's
or whether people could take electronically rather than having to print it.
Well, oh, you mean to just check off each day whether we have a printed version and then okay. Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna think about that for a minute, but
it could be, even if it's a PDF, it could be a fillable PDF where they can just there's a little X in the corner and they can just check it off and then upload it to the Google form.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right. We'll figure that out.
We'll work on that.
She'll work on that. I'll take care of the other stuff, the Google form and things.
Well, I might make it so that people could write a little note, like I worked on this project.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like a little journal.
Little journal. Daily journal. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I won't remember that I said that, but I did. Yeah.
Capture, like I'll clip the video footage and just be like, Jen.
You promised.
You promised us a form.
What was the other thing I was making?
This Stitch Everyday May sheet. That's it, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
It'll come
That's
back
it.
to me.
Okay. We got a couple weeks in here to remind ourselves that we're doing these things. So I think April 5th is the next. That's Easter. Are you have family stuff that day or no?
Not the whole day. So, and Wiley's a grown up now. So.
Okay.
But we are probably doing Wiley's birthday that day, so I won't be here at the store. I think the store may be closed. So anyway, we'll have to figure out when we're going to do whatever is easier for you.
It's
also.
possible that we won't be here till the 19th then. I think
I could probably do it, but if you
why don't we just skip that day because it's a holiday and it's
unless we want to do it a different time, or if we wanted to just do it in the morning and be done with it and whatever, then I have the whole day because I won't be here at the store.
All right, we'll have this conversation offline.
Sorry, that was me. I kicked the camera.
About whether we're going to try to get a Yarncast out for April 10th, or if it's going to wait and the next one will be the 24th of April.
The day before.
Day before local start. We probably should do one on the 10th just because we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. We'll just talk about it.
We'll have that conversation offline to see what works.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
I feel like we forgot a bunch of stuff, but there's a ton here. So.
And you guys have a lot of options of who you watch and who you hang out with. Yeah. And so we appreciate all of you choosing to spend time with us.
We might question your choices, but we appreciate you coming.
We appreciate you hanging with us.
I'm just kidding. We're fun.
We are fun. Even if
we have a good
only
time.
Fun to ourselves.
Right. Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
All right. We will see everybody soon.
All right.
Happy crafting.
Thanks, everybody. We find a Ravelry.
Right? Gotta make all the notes with all of the things. I don't know why my phone is still on sleep mode.
Oh, the dark one.
No, it's like I turn it on to sleep mode so I don't get notifications overnight.
I'm afraid of that now because
they flip through to my watch.
It's annoying. With my dad though, I'm just
even
though I could set it up so but if he's not the one calling, then
that's true.
I don't think it's likely that something's going to happen, but eventually it will. So. It is what it is. It's all good.
Yeah, there's all kinds of new stuff.
And unfortunately, I do have a group of friends who we all get up around the same time, which is early because we're older now, and but sometimes I don't want to get up that early.
Right? No, I know.
And if I'm getting texts from people at 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday, I'm kind of cranky about it.
Yeah,
Looking at you, people.
I'm pretty sure mine is still set to these time frames from when I had the flu in early January because I got tired of I was trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And so I set like really restrictive do not disturb times that started at like 7 p.m. and like ended at like 10 a.m. or something, but clearly later than 10 a.m. because it's still in sleep mode. I don't know. Or
maybe because you're smart, I can barely handle anything, so you probably had it like on Saturday and Sunday it should be this.
Yeah, I think it was set for a weekend, but I don't know why it's still showing as on.
Because noontime on a weekend seems reasonable, even though in my own personal life I've been up for 6 hours at that point.
I mean,
well, that's not true. I got up at 7 something today, so
I got up about 7.
Yeah,
only because we went to the softball waffle breakfast this morning.
I had to pack
before coming here. Which is fine.
Yeah.
because my husband's sugaring anyway, so he
Oh.
wanted to get up and out the door early as well. So he's sugaring in this delightful weather that
He's
we're
probably
having.
thrilled. Like the weather's the right temperature, and
I mean, if you think the sap's been running pretty well, I don't know.
I've heard like
I
mixed
don't
things. Like
pay
it's
that
running,
much.
and then it's like, oh, now it's quiet because the temperatures have been,
Bonkers.
yeah.
Total bonkers.
I guess we could get the weather report. So a week and a half ago, it was 60 degrees for 2 whole days, which was amazing. And thankfully for me,
Yeah.
it was the 2 days that I was skirting while people were shearing.
Oh,
and
that's,
so
that's good.
last year at the very same time, literally, it was like 10 degrees. I don't know. We pushed the shearing back because it was so cold that one morning.
Yeah.
That was my first skirting adventure, and I was like,
What
idiot has signed up for this nonsense?
Why?
But this year it was lovely, and it was a sunny day both days, and the sheep were bouncing around and whatever. It was lovely. But then, now we're back to, since then we've had like 3 different snowstorms of a couple inches each. And
I mean, Friday was bonkers.
yeah, I drove to the Northeast Kingdom on Friday. I left the house at 7, so I was up very early on my day off.
Mm-hmm.
My day off from my day job to go to one of my other jobs. So I went to MKVT Farm.
Yeah.
They have Dutch spotted sheep. They're spotted. It's very fun.
I saw the pictures. They
Yeah.
looked cute.
Yeah. So they actually sheared part of their flock a few weeks ago. So I took some of the wool, and then they're shearing their lambs May 4th. And so I'll probably go back and get some more. But anyway, they're in Glover, which is...
Not close.
No, it's 2 hours. So it's in the Northeast. It's like in the Northeast Kingdom, deep in the Northeast Kingdom. And you know how it is? Like I drive around up there because Kingdom Fleece and Fiber is up there. So, and I did stop there and get some yarn as well, which was exciting.
But going to Hardwick
is one
a
thing.
little
That's all
closer.
paved roads.
Yeah. Yeah.
The GPS was like, well, this is the fastest way to. And luckily that morning it was bright sunshine and beautiful, but it had snowed the night before. So the GPS, and of course I was like, I don't know this road. And there's a white sign with black lettering on it at the bottom, which is like a seasonal sign. And I was like, I don't know if I should do this or not. It was paved at that point, but though for those of you in the know,
That doesn't
those
mean
black
anything.
and white signs are like, this road is a mess in the spring. If you read the fine print,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
essentially what they're saying.
Yep.
So, but I did it, and it was 6 miles. It turned to dirt very quickly. It was like up and over the mountain, and it was fine. I did not go fast, and thankfully there was not very much traffic. And it was like, because it had been warm, the ruts were frozen solid with a new layer of snow on it and like a layer of dirt of some sort. So thank God for snow tires and all-wheel drive and a little white knuckle, because then you go up, which is fine, but then you have to go back down. And the back down was very steep and a little twisty. There was this pickup truck that had been coming up behind me on the flat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just getting out of the way because I want to go 12 miles an hour and I don't want to. And this guy probably lives here.
And knows where all the bad spots are.
There was nowhere for me to like pull over for him. And I was like, well, fine. And then I went around a corner and literally had started going back down like a 45-degree incline. And I was like, okay. And then I looked back for 1 second and he was way behind me. So he had slowed way down. And I was like, all right, fine. We're all just going to crawl
We're all just
down
going
this
to
hill.
have this. Yeah.
Yeah. But you make it.
Yeah. Well, Friday, my kids didn't have school on Friday, which is part of the reason.
That explains why the traffic was so different.
Yeah, the traffic was different, but the CVU district didn't have school Thursday and Friday, so our district just had no school Friday. So
my niece was sick, so she was out.
Thursday
but I didn't think that,
was apparently teacher conferences, which is why we didn't have school on Friday, and then Friday that district does Ramadan, so it was the end of Ramadan, so that was they had a 2 days off. We only had one, but so anyway, no school Friday, which is why William was at that business meeting with me, giving his presentation, asking for money for his baseball trip. But he and I went to a movie Friday afternoon. We went and saw Project Hail Mary.
Oh, did you?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Sounds good from all the press that's been getting this week.
No,
I've
it
been
was
hearing
fun.
about
Not fun. It was it was an intriguing premise. I understand it's based on a book. I haven't read the book. But the movie was entertaining. It was heartfelt. It was just, you know.
This is their press week for sure, because I've heard about
I think it just opened Thursday or Friday.
I've heard 1,000 things about it, and it all sounds fine.
Yeah. But we almost T-boned somebody on the way to the movie theater, and as best as I can tell, they slid through an intersection.
I'm sure.
Coming off the interstate in Williston too fast.
Or just a normal-ish speed, because...
Right. Well, they... Anyway, so in front of us with a green light, and luckily I have very good tires and all-wheel drive, and we were able to stop, and the other people on the other side of 2A were able to stop. Like, it was not a great place to come sliding into an intersection.
Yeah. I came back into town, Essex, to go to the hairdresser, and it was for my 12:30 appointment, so that's partly why I left so early. I was trying to cram all this stuff into one day. And I knew the weather forecast was crap for the afternoon, and so I came into Essex. It had started snowing, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles, like Jeffersonville maybe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad, and I came into Essex, and I was there for an hour or two, and it was snowing like crazy, like a whiteout. Not whiteout, but it was snowing very hard for a very short, and the roads were
it was really
a mess.
Heavy, wet snow.
I tried to, the parking lot had been plowed, and it was still like...
Oh, yeah. Well, because what happened was that's really compactable snow, so the snow was getting compacted, and then it was like icing.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
So I drove, my next stop was Philo Ridge Farm to pick up wool from them, or look at their wool, which was exciting. So I've added all these people to my list, which is exciting. And I'm driving from Essex to Charlotte, which is close to where I live, and I was like, the GPS was like, go this way, and I was like, no, I'm staying on the main road as long as I possibly can.
Yep.
And I literally like slid into their driveway because it was just, I mean,
It was.
I was very happy to get home. That was a long day. Friday.
What was interesting is the roads were terrible when we went to the movie.
You must have gone like lunchtime.
It was like 1:50.
Yeah.
Was the start time of the movie,
mm-hmm.
and when we got out of the movie, the roads were still pretty gross.
Yeah.
And I had to clean a whole bunch of snow off my car.
Yeah, I got home at like 4.
That was like 4:30.
And then I could see that it was starting to stop snowing.
We went and had dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Went to the airport. My kid's new obsession is taking pictures of airplanes, so we were sitting on a cell phone lot so we could take pictures of airplanes. The ones that were coming in. There was a bunch of planes landing. Burlington apparently went to a ground stop for departures. He's got some app that he can hear air traffic control, so he was giving me real-time updates, and I was like, oh, okay, this is exciting.
That's great. I'm busy over here.
I know. I'm just like, just doing my thing. You go take your pictures, and we're hanging out.
You probably couldn't even turn the lights on in net because he needed to take pictures.
No, it was light. I mean, it was still light out. Anyway.
Planes are fun for 15 minutes or so.
It's a thing.
He's
got an Instagram account. We just made it public if people want to go. It's, William.photography17, because apparently there's a bunch of Williams out there. So if you want to see his pictures of planes, they're quite lovely, actually.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a good job for a kid his age, but he doesn't drive, so because he's not old enough yet, so it requires an adult to take him, which for the most part has been me.
Yeah,
I'm the one encouraging.
It sounds like you had a really
hobby.
nice mother-son day.
We did.
The weather was extra.
The weather was extra, but where I was getting to was when we came home, it was like 7, and the roads were basically clear at that point. Like no snow, no slush, like a couple of dicey patches that I know about on the roads we were traveling, but super clear. So like
it stopped snowing.
It actually made sense that we went to the airport. The roads were actually better. Coming home. So that's where I was going with that.
Anyway, that's our weather report. Sorry,
and then it's doing some garbage stuff out right now. So
and I have to drive to Watertown, New York from here tonight. So I'm not excited.
I think
this.
The good news for you is I think it's the further south you go, the less it's more rain.
I'm going north.
Oh, you're going oh.
Up and over. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. May the
No,
force
I've
be
looked.
with you. Good luck.
No, in fact, there's definitely weather out there right now, and it said freezing rain, blah blah blah, but it was really fine coming in here, and
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
because it was warm enough yesterday, and the sun came out. Yesterday was beautiful in the
And the
afternoon,
afternoon was lovely.
and then tonight, it's a long day, another 4.5 hour drive at the end of the day today. It's not on my list of things to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bingo card.
Hmm?
Wasn't on your weekend bingo card.
No, and prepping for this interview half of yesterday anyway. Yeah.
Well, I have something for you.
Oh.
I have a birthday present for you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And it's still not all here. So anyway, so it'll be extended even further. But I have the bulk of it, and I didn't wrap it very well because that's how I'm rolling these days.
That's completely fine.
So this is part of it.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh, look at that. I love that.
I thought like that.
Our little friends from Yarn and Whiskey. We love them.
If you haven't seen her stuff at Tammy, they're beautiful. I know I've got this one.
Yeah.
And
there's something in it.
Yes, there's things in it. And this one.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I love those colors.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh.
I got you your very own.
Oh, glow gauge.
Glow gauge swatch checker. It's quite handy because you can, if it's charged, it can change colors. So you can change the color till you can see the stitches really well with whatever color you're working
with. Oh, I see.
With.
It's got a little. These people are so smart, and I'm so sad that they're wrapping their doors up.
Let's see if it's partially charged. Mine was partially charged when it came. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, there we go. See, it lights up, and you can change. It changes color. Cool. So when you're holding it against your swatch, you can find the color that allows you to see the stitches.
Probably
the best.
Blue on blue is not
probably not the best, but yeah, there's a bunch of different colors. There's a little button on there.
How do I turn it off?
There's a button that you have to hold down until it shuts off. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, as you guys can guess, I use mine a lot because I knit gauge swatches.
I think though.
No, I have used it just to check, like if something feels wonky or
Angie's yarn things are like I have. Oh, look, aren't they cute? Point protectors. It's like I have a museum of yarn. Yarn tools and accessories,
some of which I use, some of which I don't.
Mm-hmm.
These ones I thought you might find handy given your project there, but you came up with a great solution for them.
Well, yes, there's an update on that.
Okay, so maybe you will find these handy then.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
You've seen those from Katrinkles?
Yeah.
Little skein.
Yeah.
Skein secures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. There's a couple more things that aren't here yet.
Oh my goodness.
No, they're little things. There were other things to go in the bag.
I see.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love it.
I know, isn't
it's like the moon. It makes me think of the moon.
I know. I was waffling because I bought the black and white one and the green one, and I was like, which one should I give Jen?
Either one.
I know. I was like, but the black and white, it's that tone. Anyway,
architect thing.
I know. So I would trade if you want. I like both of them myself because I couldn't decide either. I was like, I'm just gonna buy both and then I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, that's kind of how I roll sometimes too.
Right? They show up and you're like, which one am I feeling?
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Because I have no business buying more project bags.
None of us do.
But here I am.
We're supporting other people.
Yes. Oh, and she's got beautiful bags. Her fabric is just.
Yeah, she does a nice job.
Great.
Some of them, I think she designs the fabric. Ooh, that awning is blowing around out there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think some of the fabric she designs herself.
Yeah.
Maybe all of it.
I'm not sure all of it. I can't really remember, but
a lot of it.
Yeah. And they're nice, heavy.
They're super well sewn, really good quality.
Yeah.
And the style is they stand up, they sit up nice.
I know, I do like this. Yeah, this one is a bigger one, so it's got,
But
has
it's
a little
still,
cinch,
yeah, the cinch is nice.
and then the handle.
It's pretty.
But oftentimes I just have it like this, and I don't even always do this, but I do
you can
sometimes.
roll it down.
And then it's
Yeah.
just like a bucket, and it sits nicely the way she
It
does
does.
this.
So
I
it's
think because the
super nice.
fabric has some stiffness to it, not
Yeah.
stiff, but like sturdy
Sturdy.
enough.
It's more canvas-like than cotton-like.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I feel like the last 2 weeks have just been a blur.
Kind of a blur.
Yeah. Very sheep focused, I will say. Lots of shearings and wool, and my back porch right now is probably has 500 pounds of wool on it, maybe. I don't even know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where I'm taking a metal smithing class at CVU Access that starts Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Was like a class that I could fit in before baseball really got started and
That's
softball
fun.
really got started.
I looked at Shelburne Craft School's offerings, and there were some cool ones, but I thought to myself, okay, this is a busy time of year
Right. You're like
in the sheep
totally.
business, so let's just take a breath.
We're making stack rings.
Oh, yeah.
So it should be fun.
Mhm.
Something different. William and I
Yeah.
were supposed to take a cooking class, which I was in the process of notifying them that we had to cancel because he had his basketball banquet got scheduled for the same night. And then as I was emailing them, they were like, oh, well, we have to cancel that night anyway because the instructor has to go out of town unexpectedly. Here's the reschedule night. And I was like, it was like in April, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. So it was just too bad because there was a like Vietnamese street food cooking class that I was kind of excited about.
Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah.
That small window
Yeah.
in March where there's not much
Yeah.
going on during the week. Like the weekends have been.
It's hard
really
because
busy.
a lot of people are away, like their school vacation, and then a lot of other people are just sort of, I feel like we've been dodging vacations for the last month in my office, so it's just, which is fine. It's just, and then it will be April vacation.
And then it's April vacation, like later in April.
Yeah. And those of us that don't go anywhere in the winter are like,
What's going on?
right.
I know.
Yeah.
We had the
However.
Pinewood Derby on Saturday for my younger child who's still involved in Scouts.
Mm-hmm. Did she win?
No, but it was fine.
She had fun.
She had fun.
That should probably be the first question. Not did she win, but did she have fun?
I think she had fun. She was into it with the design. Like she at dinner was talking about aerodynamics and how she maybe didn't make her car aerodynamic enough. And then we pointed out that the car that actually won, the theme this year was monsters. So it had like Godzilla and all these like little plastic creatures attached to the top of it. And I was like, that car was not aerodynamic at all.
Might have just been a little heavier, right?
They have to meet a certain weight criteria.
Mm-hmm.
I think the key with those cars is making sure your axles and your wheels are finely tuned.
Or as big as possible. Yeah.
Though they come as kits, so you can't really, it's more of like how you install them and like, anyway, so I think there's some wheel engineering that goes into it. That's the important piece versus like the true aerodynamicness of the Derby cars. So anyway, but this, there was a couple hours on Saturday, almost 3 hours. So, fun times.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just life. All good things.
Life, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And there's a whole part of me that's like, in a year from now, when I'm no longer working at job number one.
You will become the busiest retired
I'm already
person with
busy.
nothing to do.
Right. I mean, I somehow have carved out an extra 8 hours of time each week.
But
it's, I mean, this is busy for the sheep right now because everybody's shearing right now. So it's just, but and the farms for me, they're not. It's nice to have Philo Ridge because they're close, but the other ones are all over the place. So just the logistics of getting to them all
Yeah.
Not even being there present when they're shearing, but just going to get stuff.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
But it's fun and it's good. As I said, the one on Friday is Dutch spotted sheep, and he has a breeding program. Like they're the first in America.
Oh,
He's
cool.
brought them over from, let's say the Netherlands. Probably I should do a little bit more research on this. But anyway, he's in the early breeding years. Like each batch gets more and more pure, so it's very exciting.
So are they doing it the same way they had to do with
Tammy,
like all the other types of sheep?
Yeah,
the
they're
Valleys,
crossbreeding them
Blacknose,
into being a pure line. Yeah.
Because they can't actually import the actual physical sheep themselves.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he's quite passionate about it. He and his wife both, and they're very sweet, and they have nice wool. So
cool. That's exciting. Something new. So when because it's spotted, when it gets blended, is it like kind of like a grayish color, or?
I don't know yet. I don't know whether it's going to be like this kind of color, because they're black underneath, but they're brown on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Brown and white.
Yep.
So I don't know what color it's going to be yet. So
it'll be
a
surprise.
Yeah, and it may be that the first couple years, the pure spotties he wants to do a special project with. So maybe that might be. So I'm taking the white for now.
Okay.
And I may take the really dark as well, because it would be nice to have some really dark natural.
Yeah.
It's really dark, so like black,
that would be
almost,
cool.
or really dark brown. So, and I don't think he has enough really for Laura, for murals to make it worth her while. So I might do it. But
cool.
Yeah. And I wouldn't blend it; those I would keep separate. But
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fun. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff. Yeah. Cool. And I guess here rather than anywhere else. So I also just found out I'm going to New Hampshire Sheep and Wool in May. So I'll be there May 8th and 9th. And then I also got into the Boston Fiber Festival, which is in September in Boston. So yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
I can't help you with the one in May. My parents are actually going to be here.
Good.
Visiting.
I mean, not for me, but good for you.
I may be able to go to September with you
fine.
if you need help. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. So that's exciting. I had been waitlisted in New Hampshire, so I thought that was a done deal. So now I'm like, okay.
I mean, unless I decide I want to drag. No, actually, I'm pretty sure my kid has a baseball game on that Saturday, and then my parents are leaving on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So. But does it go is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Or
Friday set up.
Friday's just set up. Okay.
Just Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be opposed to dragging people over there, but. No.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hike. I mean, it's Deerfield, so it's down near Manchester. Yeah. So it's not like a just over the border kind of thing. An hour and a half from here.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate that.
Unless they're flying out of Manchester.
They're not. They're flying out of Burlington.
Yeah. Might be a bit complicated.
I'm pretty sure there's a baseball game that day.
Well, I would assume because May 8th and 9th, it's like they're trying to squash them all in before school ends.
Yeah, there's a baseball game that day. So
yeah. Completely fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, right. And if this shirt class goes forward, I have to be here anyway to teach that class on that day. So
on the Saturday.
On that Saturday. So I'm here no matter what. Somebody's got to teach the class.
Well, right. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. People sign up for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We should probably
we should get it going. Yes, we should. So.